Hi there, I'm David and welcome to another video from London and Home County Safes on londonsafes.co.uk, and today we're taking a look at our Endurance 50k size 2 digital safe. Don't forget to please like and subscribe if you want to, of course, and we are londonsafes.co.uk, and you can have this safe with free delivery and free professional installation in any of the areas that you see at the bottom there. We cover London, Bedfordshire, etc. all the way through to Wiltshire, and it will be installed by one of our vetted employees who will arrive in an unmarked van so your neighbours won't know what's going on, and it will be installed correctly for you. So let's jump in and look at the safe. So this is from a family of 3 sizes. This is the middle one, and the external dimensions: it has a height of 437 millimeters, a width of 435 millimeters, and the external depth is 442 millimeters. So as I say, the middle size, so there's one smaller and one larger, and there's a link at the end of the video to the entire range. This particular one weighs in at 75 kilograms. So routinely you're going to open the safe just using your 6-digit code, your unique PIN number that you're going to set. I'm going to open it in a second and show you with the factory code, which is 6 zeros. But the process is to press clear and then to enter your code, which is going to be 6 zeros in this case, and then press enter. And then once you've done that, there should be a little chime. I don't know if that'll come out on the camera, and the OK light will come on, the green light. And while that light's on, you need to turn this knob to open it. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, rotating this aluminium knob is actually making the bolts of the safe go in and out. As you can see, I'm turning it with one hand but filming. So that's in the open position now, and there's the safe all opened up for you. So now let's have a look at the internal dimensions. So internally we have a height of 395 millimeters, a width of 395 millimeters, and a depth of 370 millimeters, and that gives us a overall storage capacity of 58 litres. So the safe is supplied with a single shelf, which is multi-positionable or removable, as you can see. So you've got these various points along the side where you can put your clips in and have the shelf at any height you want, or take it out entirely. And we've got the 4 fixing holes visible here. These are sort of rubber bungs, but below those is the actual fixing holes. So I pulled one of the bungs out so you can see it's a large 14mm hole. Really enables us to bolt this down very, very firmly. We've got 2 at the base and 2 on the rear, as you can see there, which enables us to make a very robust installation. So looking at the inside of the door, we've got the bolts. We've got 1 bolt at the top, another one corresponding at the bottom, and we've got 3 along the side. And we've also got this continuously welded single rebated hinge, which makes it very, very difficult to attack this safe. And this is the battery storage door. Let's go ahead and open that, and that reveals your 4 AA batteries. So let's talk about batteries. As I was saying, as you use the safe, as the batteries begin to deplete, and people ask how long do the batteries last, well, we've had customers call us after 10 years and say my safe doesn't work, and we've asked if they've replaced the batteries, and they said, oh, we didn't realize it had batteries. So they can last years and years and years. But we recommend that you replace them every 12 months, so that you put a new set in every 12 months. That way you're not going to, be surprised when you go to the safe and it doesn't open. But in terms of that surprise, as the safe's batteries are depleting, as you're entering the code, you're going to get this yellow light come on to warn you the batteries are getting a bit low. So ideal time to replace them at that point. Alkaline batteries tend to fall off quite rapidly at the end of their life, so you might not get this light come on until towards the end of the battery's life, and all of a sudden it will drop off. So when you see that, change them. But what happens if you haven't done that and you come to the safe, you haven't used it for a long time, you put your code in, it's all dead, nothing happens? Well, we've got you covered, because the safe comes with keys. So these are emergency keys. You don't need them to open the safe routinely, you just use your code as I described before. But in these circumstances, we've come to the safe, battery's flat. Oh, I know where the keys are. I've got those around at my friend's house or mother's house, or I've got them at work, someone I trust. You go and get the key. You only need 1. You get 2 copies of it. You put it in, and now as you turn the key, that's done the job of the electronics. It's opened the lock. So even though the batteries are completely flat, you're still in. Turn the knob like before. and there's the safe open, and then you can go in and change your battery or change the code, because you may have forgotten the code. That's the other thing. And you've got this this hole here with that red button inside is your code changing button. It comes with instructions and a little plastic tool for doing that. Very, very easily done. Let's just talk a little bit more about the construction of the safe, because that's very important. So the front of the safe is made from one solid slab of 10mm steel that's cut with a laser to form this shape of the door. That's why you've got a very, very small gap, and that's advantageous to us when we're trying to prevent the burglar from getting in, because the burglar might try to bang something in that gap, like a big screwdriver or a crowbar or something along those lines, but this gap is going to prevent them from doing that. So that's the steel slab on the front, and the vulnerable parts of the lock are all protected with a manganese anti-drill plate. So as someone's trying to drill holes in it, their drill bit's just going to go blunt. But the rest of the construction of the safe, i.e. the walls, you've got a layer of steel on the outside, then you've got a thermal layer or insulation in between, and then another layer on the inside of steel, which I can kind of show you. So if you can see, give you an idea. So it's a double-walled construction. I appreciate that it's difficult in a video and pictures online to envisage how large something is, a safe especially. So what I do is I use an object that people are familiar with, a soft drink can. This is a regular size 330ml soft drink can, and it's an object, as I say, that people kind of are familiar with how big it is in relation to the rest of the world. I'm going to put that in the safe and back away, so it can give you a sort of sense of scale of how big the safe is. Do the same thing with a sort of typical luxury watch box. Many of our clients are into their timepieces. I'll put that in on the shelf there and back away, so you can get an idea. You get lots of those in there. It's an A4 document that I've just put on the bottom shelf. And lastly, a couple of folders. So the light blue one is a foolscap folder, and the one on top is an A4 type folder. If you were to reposition the shelf, then you would be able to stack these that way and still have a little bit of room at the bottom, perhaps, you know, for a few other items if you wanted to fill it with folders. So technically this is a burglary safe. It's not a fireproof safe or a fire resistant safe. It does have some fire resistant properties to it because of the thermal insulation and the double wall that I was describing. But if you have got things that you're particularly concerned about being damaged in fire, you'll see if you are, when you're adding this safe to the cart in our website, you can add a flame retardant wallet, which will give you that extra peace of mind. So hopefully you're going to buy a safe from us and we're going to come and install it for you. So during the checkout process, if you are doing that, and thank you if you are, there's a number of accessories that you can purchase. So the first one is a automatic light, battery operated 3 AAA cells, and it's got a little movement sensor, and that pops onto the underside of the top of the safe, and as you open the safe the light comes on, illuminates the contents. Very useful for dark cupboards or wardrobes, things like that, so you can see what's going on in there. Then we have this, which is a flame retardant wallet, so you can put your A4 documents and bits and pieces in there for extra fire protection. We have a carpet base if you want a carpet in the bottom of your safe. As you see, they don't come with one. If you want one, then that's an optional extra. This is a pair of Faraday pouches for putting car keys in. Key cloning, theft of cars is very, very common now. You put your keys in here and the people with the dodgy equipment can't pick up the signal in the house to take your car away. And finally we have this dehumidifier box, which you can put inside the safe. It's reusable, you can dry it out on a radiator, absorbs moisture, protects things from condensation, because you can get condensation form inside a big steel box like that. Also useful for keeping firearms dry as well, and these are all recommended accessories for your safe that are available at checkout. So in summary, this is our Endurance 50k size 2 digital safe, available from londonsafes.co.uk with free delivery and free installation. We've been established since 1995 and we fit hundreds and hundreds of safes every year, and we're highly rated on Trustpilot. and on Google. Get in touch, any questions, where can it be fitted, how are we going to fit it, just ring, ask us, 0208 445 0001. Thanks for watching.
Free delivery and free installation. Your safe will be delivered and professionally installed by one of our own vetted employees who will arrive in an unmarked vehicle. Get in touch online or call us on 0800 711 7892.